In a tense turn of events, Burkina Faso has become the center of global attention after reports of U.S. military strikes targeting key positions in the country. President Ibrahim Traoré, known for his bold and uncompromising stance against foreign interference, has issued a powerful statement in response. This moment marks not just a military exchange, but a deeper clash of ideologies: sovereignty versus global control. For months, tensions between Burkina Faso and Western powers have been steadily escalating. The nation, under Traoré's leadership, has taken a firm path, cutting certain military ties, rejecting foreign dictates, and building new alliances with partners outside the traditional Western sphere. This bold shift has not gone unnoticed. Critics in the West claim it's a dangerous gamble, while many Africans see it as a symbol of true independence. The latest U.S. airstrikes, allegedly aimed at terrorist targets, have sparked outrage in Ouagadougou, with the government calling them an unprovoked act of aggression. In his address to the nation, Traoré's voice carried both controlled anger and unshakable resolve. He declared, "Burkina Faso will never bow to the will of any foreign power. Our sovereignty is not negotiable. We will defend our land, our people, and our future." Crowds erupted in applause, their chants echoing through the capital, "La patrie ou la mort, homeland or death." This is not just rhetoric. The streets have been filled with supporters waving flags, holding banners, and declaring solidarity with their leader. Military analysts say that in recent months, Burkina Faso has quietly strengthened its defense capabilities. Local forces, once dependent on foreign military aid, are now receiving training and equipment through new defense partnerships, especially with nations willing to respect the country's autonomy. Reports suggest that after the strikes, air defense systems were placed on high alert, and ground troops were mobilized to strategic points across the country. This was not just a reaction, it was a demonstration that Burkina Faso is ready to meet any further escalation head-on. Neighboring nations are watching closely. Some African leaders have privately expressed concern that these strikes could destabilize the region, while others have openly backed Traoré's stance. The African Union has called for an immediate halt to hostilities and urged dialogue over military action. Yet, in the court of African public opinion, Traoré's defiance is resonating strongly. On social media, hashtags supporting him are trending, with messages hailing him as the shield of African sovereignty. International media outlets have painted starkly different pictures. Western news channels emphasize the security threats in the region and justify the strikes as counter-terrorism measures. African and alternative media, however, frame the incident as yet another example of Western overreach in the continent's affairs. Diplomatic tensions are now at a boiling point. Unofficial sources suggest that both sides are testing each other's limits, the US signaling its military reach, and Burkina Faso showing it will not be intimidated. Beyond politics, there are real human consequences. Markets in Burkina Faso have seen sudden price spikes in basic goods. Farmers in border regions fear further air raids could disrupt planting season, and traders worry about supply lines being cut. Human rights groups are urging all parties to prevent harm to civilians, warning that a prolonged conflict could cause unnecessary suffering. As he ended his speech, President Traoré's words were both a warning and a call to unity: "We are not against any people or nation. But we will never accept the domination of our homeland. Let the world know Burkina Faso stands tall." The crowd roared in approval, their voices a reminder that in this small West African nation, the spirit of independence burns brightly. What happens next will determine not only the fate of Burkina Faso, but could redefine the balance of power in Africa itself. The situation remains volatile. In the coming days, eyes across Africa and beyond will be fixed on Ouagadougou. Will there be further strikes? Will diplomacy prevail? One thing is certain: in the struggle between sovereignty and foreign influence, Burkina Faso has drawn its line in the sand, and the world is watching.